The question that we're going to address today is, what is bullying? And I think that we all can agree that we can identify the different types of forms that bullying takes place. So we're all in agreement that there's a physical bullying, and that might include kicking or punching, poking, pushing someone around, beating them up. And we would all agree that if that was something that was happening on a regular basis, that was bullying. We would also agree that there is a verbal type bullying where there's teasing or taunting, or there might be name calling or insulting or maybe even threatening to harm. We would have to agree that that is bullying. And then of course there's that third type that's more recent that we're becoming more and more aware of, and that we're talking about more, and that's that relational bullying. And that was something that wasn't talked about a lot for a very long time, but a relational bullying or indirect bullying that includes things like excluding ones from certain groups or cliques. It might include spreading rumors about someone, telling lies about them, saying things like, I'm not going to be friends with you if you do this or that. Or it might include getting others to hurt someone. So those are more indirect types of bullying. But bullying also has three different markers or three different characteristics that we want to be sure that we understand so that we're all talking about the same thing. The first one is there's always an imbalance of power. Whether the other person is bigger or smarter or more socially connected, or in some way, whether it's by numbers, they have a power over their target. The second part of it is that always, whether it's physical, verbal, or indirect, it's always deliberate, and it's always with the intention to do harm or to make the other person hurt. And that is always a consistent marker or characteristic of bullying. And then finally there's the third part of it, where it happens on a repeated basis. It's not something that happens just the one time. So it's not like the one moment where a child hits another one out of a quick rage, but rather it's something that happens over a period of time on a continual basis, targeting the same person over and over again, doing everything that you can to make them feel hurt, or to make them cry, or make them run away, or to make them feel distance from a group or from the group of people that are taking part in this activity. So to sum this part of it up, bullying always includes those three elements of it being deliberate, of it being repeated, and of it there always being an imbalance of power. And there are times when it can grow and continue for such a period of time and with such intensity that it actually becomes, in the words of Barbara Coloroso, who's an expert in bullying, what she calls the fourth element that she calls terror. And terror is when it is the child that is the target is so afraid, whether it's a one-time incident or a continuing one, they're so afraid of what might happen, could happen, or has happened, that it becomes difficult for them to continue to operate on a normal fashion. If this is a subject that you're interested in, if bullying prevention is something that you're interested in, I ask you to join us. Don't wait until your child is the target and the victim of bullying behavior, or even becomes the bully, but rather join Bully Prevention Partners now at balancedlifeskills.ning.com as we all join together to learn as much as we can to see how we can create that culture of peace in our schools and to create the very best environment of nurture for our students, no matter where they are.